So my name is Harbij Singh Dayal. What today means is more than a blessing. It's understanding, not just understanding, but merging as well with the teachings from our gurus. A big thank you to Davbaji, who has opened up the spectrum of what Gurbani means, and unpacking the shubads that anyone and everyone can understand it. It's not just limited to Sikhs or Punjabis. It's open to anyone who comes really with an open mind and who's willing to see change, not just in themselves but in the wider field. But in order for that to happen, that person must first change, and that is what I've started to do and become. The Gurbani, the shubads in there, change everything in terms of, if this was mapped 500 years ago, over 500 years ago, and that is still stood the test of time, it doesn't need changing. And if that doesn't need changing, then it must be true. And if it's true, then we as individuals can immerse ourselves in that and slowly, surely start becoming what the gurus had mapped out for us. Teachers are just amazing. Davbaji, Bushi Benji, Sonia, they just metaphorically hold your hand, but they don't throw blankets over you. You've still got to do the work. You've still got to put the effort in, and by doing that, they're there. They're there to make sure you don't fall off the edge of the cliff. And if they can sense it, they know where you are in your journey, even more so than you do yourself. And they will help, as and when required. Otherwise, it'll be like, come on, you've got this. Yeah, just a bit more. Just start poking a bit more down that way, and you start seeing the truths about yourself. What I discovered, there was a mirror first for the person's data I was looking at, but then secondly, there was just a revelation, an epiphany of what the shubads were, what Gurbani was, the revelations that it was showing myself that this is what's been going on in my life. This is the emotional attachments I've had, the bunch jawed, the more crowd, Lord. So the emotional attachment I had with something, and now it's like that is shubad revealed. My family was picked for me, shubad revealed. Karma was picked for me, that shubad revealed. My destiny going forward revealed, shubad revealed. And so with all that, I can look at things in my life now where I can say, you know what, that's what Gurbani's been teaching us, this is what Davbaji has been teaching us. I can unpick this now and say, this is what's happened, that's fine. I don't have to take it personally. So thank you very much for the lesson. Now I can see where it stems from, and I can now move on with my life. And whoever wants to play their silly game, you carry on playing your silly games, because it don't interest me anymore. But this is all through the shubads, the revelations that are mapped from 500 years ago. How I would carry it forward is I'm becoming a living embodiment of these teachings, and that then has a reciprocal effect on my children and any friends nearby, close friends or family. You can see that the change, the transformation. They can either tune into that and say, we want to build that, or they can do whatever they want to do. That's fine. I'm not here to preach to anyone. I'm just here to really lead by and live by example. And these examples have been set by our gurus and Maharaj. And so with that, I can also see where people mention something about their story. It could be a family problem, this happened, that happened, and almost bring it back to the shubads and say, well, I know what's going on with you, or I've got a good idea what's going on with you, but it's not really for me to, tell you what's going on. You need to look at yourself. And the way I do that, I say, start looking at Gurbani, start getting in touch with Davbaji, and start learning what this really is trying to show you.